Hi everybody, my name's Gabby, and in 2023 I'm going to be attempting to hike the entire Appalachian Trail from Georgia to Maine. So today I want to make a video on hygiene and kind of how I'm going to be handling that on trail. As people probably understand, you know, when you're hiking day in, day out, and you can only shower once every 4 days to a week, it could get pretty gnarly. So I'm going to talk about ways that I'm going to try to maintain hygiene on the trail, and I'm also going to go into a little bit of like what I'm bringing for first aid as well. So in normal life, I consider myself a pretty clean person. I wash my hands a lot, I take a shower every day, I'm very neat and organized. Backpacking is going to be a little bit tough for me, but I have some ways that I'm going to keep myself, you know, clean-ish out on trail. First, I want to talk about my like toiletry bag, if you want to call it that. It's just a Ziploc bag with little travel-sized toiletries that I'm going to be bringing with me, and I will go into detail and literally show you everything. So first of all, toothbrush, toothpaste. I hope for everybody this is a non-negotiable item. I care a lot about my dental hygiene, and I'm not letting that go on the trail. So toothbrush, toothpaste. No, I will not be cutting the handle off the toothbrush like some ultralight people do. I just don't care. I am bringing this little cover because I don't love the idea of just having like a bare toothbrush just shoving it in my bag. Also, don't have it in this bag, but I'll be bringing like a little thing of floss. Next up in my bag right now, I have deodorant. I probably will not be bringing this on the trail with me. I don't know. I know that after a while it's not gonna matter, but my thought is that I'm gonna take the full stick of deodorant that I have like at home. I'm gonna cut it out with like a knife and stick it in a Ziploc bag. That way I have the deodorant itself like in a Ziploc bag and I can kind of just like rub it. I'm not gonna bring like the whole thing. But in the beginning, like when I'm adjusting and stuff, I'm probably gonna want deodorant. The next big thing for me is Dr. Bronner's biodegradable soap. I mean, I still won't be using it in water sources, but I will be using this for a lot of different purposes. My main purpose is going to be to wash my hands. I can also use this to do trail laundry. You know, I could fill a Ziploc bag with water, put some of this in there, and then wash like underwear or socks or whatever in there and let them dry. You can use this for your hair as a shampoo, clean your body. Lots of different uses for this. I think this is like an essential with like your toothbrush and toothpaste, for me anyways. The next thing I'm going to be bringing is contact cleaner and a contact case. I do wear contacts, and I'm going to be bringing glasses, but I hate hiking in glasses. The next thing I have is a mini wet brush with like an extra hair tie on the end. I have a lot of hair. It's very long, and I need to be able to brush it because otherwise it's going to be ridiculous. The next thing I have is a pack of baby wipes. These can be used at the end of the day. I can like kind of take like a baby wipe bath, I think they call it, or something. Take a baby wipe and go from like head to toe, basically, like start up here, wipe myself up here, armpits, whatever, crotch area, feet, you know, but you want to end at your feet, obviously. So that's really good for kind of keeping myself a little bit more clean. These are also good for, you know, going number 2, that time of the month for women. This is going to be helpful. Next thing I have is a little more high maintenance. So I normally at home have like a really intricate like skincare routine for my face. I'm obviously not going to have that out on trail, but I do think I'm going to wash my face at least at night with just a little bit of Dr. Bronner's just to get sweat off, and that can be really drying. Not to mention, I really want to make sure I'm good with like sunscreen on my face because I'm not trying to get wrinkles. So I have this tube of, it's a lotion and sunscreen in one, and it's supposed to be like oil-free and good for like acne-prone skin, and I have acne. So for me, I don't want to stick like normal sunscreen on my face. This is like my one high maintenance item. I could totally do without this, and I might at some point, but in the beginning, especially in Georgia when there's no tree cover and it's sunny, I'm gonna be bringing this and putting this on. I have this Everest 24-hour defense foaming hand purifier. So with this, you know, I've talked about in other videos the fact that I'm a little bit of like a germaphobe, and between having hand sanitizer and Dr. Bronner's, this is like my last line of defense. It is a benzalkonium chloride purifier. The science behind this is that if you put it on your hands once a day, it's supposed to keep germs from clinging to your hands. It was recommended to me by a lot of people. So I'll be bringing this 1 to 2 pumps of it in the morning on my hands, and I should be okay for the day. Something that's going to give me peace of mind, at least in the beginning, I think. So that's everything for my toiletry bag. And before anybody makes a comment like, oh my god, that's so much stuff, it's really not. It's all very little travel size stuff that barely weighs anything. You know what I mean? I'm a girl and I have like a lot of different things that have to be taken care of, but there are a lot of things that I'm not going to be bringing with me that I use on a normal basis. It doesn't weigh that much. It's less than a pound, and that's a good chunk of stuff I will use every single day that will make me feel more comfortable out there. The thing I'm going to talk about is my poop kit. This is way less in depth. Basically, I have a lightweight trowel for digging cat holes. As you know, with Leave No Trace, you're supposed to use the bathroom 200 feet from water sources, campsites, and the trail. And when you go to the bathroom, you're supposed to dig, I think it's a 6-inch hole, and bury your poop in there. I have a trowel for that. Very lightweight, weighs like nothing. Toilet paper, some feminine hygiene stuff. Men, I will give you the opportunity to skip ahead at this point, but for the ladies, I will be bringing a couple of pads for that time of the month, but I primarily use a period cup. It's nice because you can hike for like 12 hours in it without having to change it, and if you put it in right, it doesn't leak. It's also going to be less stuff I have to pack with me. Like, I'm not gonna have to pack a bunch of tampons, so it'll be less weight for me. It'll cost me less. So I will be using a menstrual cup, but I will keep a couple pads with me just for like those days where it's a little, you know, more. And then I have a hand sanitizer in a normal like alcohol-based hand sanitizer in here. So it's basically just a trowel, toilet paper, hand sanitizer. Also, to try to eliminate, you know, how much toilet paper I have to bring with me, and make it a little easier for me for going pee, I have a Kula cloth. It's really nice. It's just this antimicrobial cloth. This is the side that you wipe with, and then this side has like a cool design, and it just clips like that, so it clips closed, and then I can clip it to the outside of my bag, and that's what I'm going to use for going pee. Okay, so now I want to get into first aid stuff. I have a very small first aid bag. This thing is, I don't even think this is, it's like a few ounces, if that. Simple, but I'll go through what I'm bringing for first aid stuff. Some gauze and alcohol pads. I have a couple band-aids in here. I think this is more gauze, and it has a safety pin. I also have this band thing where you could tie it around, like, say like my leg was bleeding out, I could cut off the blood flow. I also have some of this tape. It's not for first aid, really. I just keep it in my first aid kit. It's for repairing gear. And then I also have a pair of tweezers for like ticks and stuff. And I have a Bic lighter. And then I also have this Rawology cork ball. It's super light. It weighs like nothing. I got it from Amazon. And this is so that I can roll out my muscles and mostly my feet, so I can roll out my feet at the end of the day. Hopefully I will actually end up using this. Lastly, I have some Body Glide. I'm not trying to chafe, so I'm gonna end up adding Leuko tape to it. That is my first aid kit. It's literally tiny, like wraps around my hand. It's basically nothing. This goes on the outside of my pack, just on like the top, and yeah, that's kind of how I'm gonna keep myself relatively clean on the Appalachian Trail next year. Some people might find this a little excessive. I don't. All this stuff together really doesn't add that much extra weight to my pack. I just feel like it's gonna make me feel more comfortable in the beginning, and like I said, being a girl, I have a little bit more to maintain. Yeah, hike your own hike, but that's what I'm bringing with me. Hopefully that's helpful to anybody that's wondering what they might need to keep themselves kind of clean out there. A lot of people just bring a toothbrush and toothpaste. I'm blind, I can't see, I need contacts. I'm a germaphobe. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you guys in my next video.